welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who for Halloween last year dressed up as a Mondo shark, dressed like a guppy named Pepe. It's David Cross.
Chomp, 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 chomp. That's my biting noise.
Now, a lot of people aren't going to know this, but you and I actually wanted to do this podcast a couple years ago in 2017, and you brought me out to Cincinnati. Because, you know, we, of course, met in grad school in, 2009, 2010, and we've been talking about doing this for a long time. So we're in Cincinnati, and you wanted the both of us to go down the Devil's Backbone.
Yeah. Well, we had to be careful.
Yeah, but
we had to walk parts of it at a chunk. We couldn't do the whole thing.
But we both ended up in the hospital.
Yeah. I broke my ankles.
We went in the first 50 feet.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a reason called Devil's Backbone.
I got hit by a semi.
I don't know how they went down it.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a guy walking who fell and broke his nose. Right?
Yeah, it's not a thing to screw around with. Like, you walk down, you usually tie off a rope so it's two people, and you send one person down and you switch off because one of you is going to always fall.
Yeah. And then at the end, we just crab walked down it.
Backwards?
I just butt scooted down it.
Yeah. Right, that's basically how you get around Cincinnati. If you didn't realize that, it's just a bunch of hills. Like there's like no such thing as a flat surface there.
Oh man, but yeah, so I couldn't skate. I was the Seth Green of our group, and I'm surprised I made it farther than you. But it's only because I pushed you.
Yeah. You know, I was being cocky too.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do this. I've seen Airborne. I could totally make it down this hill.
Yeah, you were like taunting me, and I was doing a thing where my feet shuffle and my hands windmill, like my arms are windmilling, and I'm trying to stay on my feet. And somehow I made it down a quarter of a mile hill doing that. And then you were showboating, and I just pushed you, and you flew into a backyard of someone's house, and then you went on their roof, and somehow you missed their swimming pool, and you went over the swimming pool, and you just shattered both your ankles.
Yeah.
They could hear the snap in Columbus.
You can hear the snap in Columbus. Yeah, it was the in-game snap, right? The Thanos snap, but 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was two. It was snap, and it just went all the way. And I went, man, his ankles are done.
There went my career. I was so excited to be a pro skater.
Yeah, and then just those two, just flying over that house and the swim. It's impressive, though. I mean, we went back there last year and looked at how you did it, and we're mind boggled, right? We had no idea how that happened.
Yeah, it's just gravity and momentum, you know. It just shot me over that roof.
Now, I gotta tell you, I loved your Halloween costume where you're the Mondo shark dressed up like a guppy named Pepe. What was how did you come up with that idea? I know this is from the movie In a Dream, but how did you, like, piece all these pieces together? Because it looked great.
Well, you know, I basically covered myself in duct tape.
Yeah. To
get that gray look. And then, you know, the fin was real simple. It's just cardboard, really.
Oh.
Yeah. The problem is like, it's really hard to get off once you get it on.
Yeah, duct tape.
Like, I had to call my girlfriend and be like, can you cut me out of this duct tape suit I made?
But I'll tell you what, though. You did look like a Mondo shark who was trying to look like a guppy.
A guppy.
A guppy. I kept saying Pepe and then guppy. A Pepe named Guppy. Now, so I just want to go through something real quick because, you know, we'll get into this later. I was looking through the movies in '93 and when this was released. So this was released in September because this movie only made $2.4 million in the theaters. And I was like, what, did this open next to Jurassic Park? But this opened not in the biggest month. I mean, this opened in a month with movies like Fortress, that Christopher Lambert movie, California, which wasn't a hit, True Romance wasn't a hit, Striking Distance wasn't a hit, Dazed and Confused wasn't a hit, Good Son wasn't a hit, The Program wasn't a hit. So if there's any month for this movie to pop, it would have been September of 1993. But I just think maybe people were fatigued from having so many other amazing movies to pick from earlier in the year.
Yeah. I would also say that this is a strange movie that like, we're not quite sure who this is aimed at, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like I read this really interesting article about how they equated this to surfer movies, and that surfer movies that really, like, people would go see those in the Midwest because you couldn't surf, you know, so you would just go out there and you would see what it's like to surf. But with rollerblading, you could rollerblade anywhere.
Oh, wow. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's not my point. I read it in an article.
I mean,
but I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I watch Cliffhanger, because I have never cliff hung. But when I watch tennis, I don't go watch tennis movies because I always get annoyed at the tennis.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of it. Like, it's a really good point that the people that would want to see this movie are out rollerblading, I would say. So they're not like lining up to go see this.
Wow. And also, the amount of sports movies that came out in 93? Sandlot, right? Surf Ninjas, which is technically a sports movie. Cool Runnings, right? The Program, Rudy, Sidekicks, Best of the Best 2, Rookie of the Year, and then Only the Strong. So you have bobsledding, you have football, you have martial arts, you have baseball, you have surfing and ninjas. This was a big year for, I guess, sport movies.
I've seen every one of those films. That's insane.
Only the Strong, man. Jeez Louise. But Rookie of the Year. But I tell you what, though. What I loved about Airborne is it kind of brought me back to a time in the 90s with, Sandlot, Surf Ninjas, Rookie of the Year, these kind of films where Dazed and Confused, where kids who were young, 16-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 14-year-olds, whatever, any teens, they were out and about. They were outside. They were building boats. They were doing insane stunts down hills. They were playing baseball. They were dealing with dogs. They were sidekicks. They were engaged in martial arts. They were learning capoeira. This was the time when teenagers or kids in general were outside, right?
Yeah, so I have very strong memories of having a Sega, and all I wanted to do was play Sega, play Street Fighter. And my mom would be like, that's it, you've played enough video games for a day, get out of the house. And she would just kick me out, and I would be gone for hours and hours and just exploring the neighborhood, getting into weird, strange trouble, or trying to do tricks, like going down hills and trying not to run into ponds. And I don't know if that happens anymore, actually.
Yeah, it's just it brought back some good memories, man. Also, the movies from '93. I know, but there was Bronx Tale, Soy Married an Axe Murderer, Jurassic Park, True Romance, Demolition Man, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Schindler's List, Tombstone, Groundhog Day, Falling Down, Army of Darkness, My Neighbor Totoro, Hot Shots Part 2, Cliffhanger, Poetic Justice, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Fugitive, Hard Target, Dazed and Confused, and then Jason Goes to Hell. And there's a lot of others. But this was a good year for movies.
This is excellent year. I've also seen all those films.
But I was surfing through 93 and I'm like, holy crap. I watched Surf Ninjas on VHS when I had a concussion. I have good memories of a lot of these movies.
Yeah, I have a lot of really good memories of those movies, and especially good memories of this movie. And just to help your audience understand, I am from Cincinnati, and this was a huge part of my childhood and my friend's childhood. And that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, please tell me more about it. Why was this a big part?
So I'm from the Midwest, and Cincinnati is one of those cities that, not a lot of things were filmed there. And we always were like, well, we want to be cool. We want to be awesome. And then a movie was shot in Cincinnati, and we could see the locations. So we were like, oh, we could pretend to be these people. We could pretend to be part of Airborne. And really get behind something. We're just excited to see our city getting some love. I bought rollerblades because of this movie. I didn't learn to skate very well. I got hit by a car almost immediately. But we loved it, and it was on HBO, and we had it on VHS, and we would watch it because how often would you see your hometown in a movie prominently?
Yeah. I mean, I never had a movie film in Hudson, Florida.
Yeah. So, okay. There you go.
The closest I got, right, was when, we had Cocoon near us in Florida. When we were in Tallahassee, we knew Creature from the Black Lagoon filmed in Wakulla. And I didn't have to. Oh, wait. The Punisher filmed in Tampa. That was huge news for us.
The remake or the first one?
The Thomas Jane. And I was a St. Pete guy. I wasn't a Tampa guy. Because that was a different world back then for me. But I remember just going, man, Punisher is so close to me. So just I bet to see the sets, see where they filmed was pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to see them. I was too young at this time.
Okay.
But during the late 90s, or late 80s, early 90s, there was like this push to make Cincinnati a hub for film in the Midwest, in that sort of region of the country. And so there were a couple movies that were filmed there, like Rain Man. There was a movie that took place in Cincinnati, Little Man Tate. Traffic in 2000 took place partially in Cincinnati. So there was this feeling that, Cincinnati is going to make it big. We're going to really like grow and be like a prominent city in film. And to me, it feels like the city was trying to recapture its heyday of the Queen City, when it was what was that, 1800s?
Yeah.
Or like trying to recapture its place in the United States, and film was going to be that. Unfortunately, it didn't really pan out. There's a couple movies that are filmed there every now and then, but at that time, it was like everyone was rooting for Cincinnati, especially if you were from the city. We were so excited for it.
I mean, it had a nice skyline. That shot where Nikki and the star, where's his name? Mitchell. When they're Mitchell. When they're kind of standing by the water, the skyline looked really nice in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has a really nice skyline. So I read a bunch of reviews about this movie from people from Cincinnati, and they're all like, it shows off Cincinnati. We're really excited about it. Like, makes the city look gorgeous. And there are like parts of this film that really do a really good job. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh man, Cincinnati's really gray.
Yeah.
It's just like everything's like concrete and gray. And I was like, does it really make Cincinnati look good? I was like, I don't think it does.
Yeah. That's interesting. And I guess I have a question. Because I've only worked in Columbus several times, but it's probably really green once you get outside of Cincinnati, correct? So you could go out and film some. Is it kind of like decent amount of wooded area outside of Cincinnati, or is it just very concrete, very industrial?
There's a plenty of greenery.
Yeah.
There's also a ton of farms from like.
Oh yeah.
From going to Cincinnati to Columbus is just nothing but flat soy.
Got it.
There's Devil's Backbone, which is like the most it's like crazy hill ever. Then there's Angel's Backbone, which is I-71, completely flat, straight.
Got it. So it's like driving through, like, I have a lot of family in Iowa. When I drive through, it's just straight and nothing but corn, soy, and then houses with windbreaks surround. Right?
Nothing but boring. Yeah. You're just like, I hope I don't fall asleep. Or you put it on cruise control and risk it.
But this movie. So I remembered nothing about it, and I feel like when I was a kid, I saw this movie probably 30 times, right? But I don't think I ever watched the first hour and 15 minutes. No, I never watched the first hour and 10 minutes ever. I always watched what happened after 1 hour and 12 minutes on. I don't remember the hockey. I don't remember the anything. I don't remember the skating around the Arboretum, I guess? Is that like the
Conservatory.
Yeah, conservatory.
Conservatory.
So like I just remember the awesome downhill skating. That's all I remember from it. I remembered nothing. It was like fate. Whenever I turned it on, the scene was on. I'm like, give me 18 minutes, guys. I got to watch this scene. Did you watch the whole movie all the way through, or you just do the skating bits?
So I had seen the whole movie through many times, but nothing ever stuck with me other than the skating bits. And then, like the normal things like, this isn't really true to Cincinnati, but the skating scene, let's just get this out of the way. That skating scene is phenomenal. Like, it is so good for basically like a made-for-TV movie.
I mean, all right, so this chase, I feel like there is most importantly about this chase is it makes narrative sense to me. I mean, I don't know where the hills are, but I don't know how Mitchell knows exactly where he's going because he's never done it before. And there's no one telling him where to go. But other than that, there's a sense of speed to it, and there's a sense of danger. Like that kid falls underneath the car, they have to go under the semi. These kids are huffing and puffing, they're extremely tired. Like it captures speed and danger really well. And when you're watching this movie when you're 13, 14, it's really cool.
I mean, it's cool as an adult.
Yeah.
Watching it now, I was like, it's like, damn, guys, this is really awesome.
I guess it was mind blowing. But then as after I worked on a lot of films, I started watching. I watched this chase scene and how many little pieces went into it. And this was this was tough to shoot, this scene. There's so many pieces to it.
Yeah. So what I really like about this this scene is the escalation of challenges. And
Yeah.
I think you touched on this already, but it starts slow, and then you pick up speed, and then you have to jump cars, and you have to make turns and roll under things. And it's like everything just keeps building and building and building, and along the way you're losing guys, right? You're not just like, not everyone is going to make it. And I should say my favorite part of the chase is one that's just like a microsecond. It's when they go under the semi, and Mitchell gets back up and he's able to go. And if you pay attention to the background, the twins just start wailing on the other guys.
Really?
Yeah, it's like barely. Like it's clear that they just get in a fight to keep the other team from getting their people the rest of the way.
Oh, that is awesome. That's
cool.
cool.
I really wish they would have kept that. Like just like showed a little like a hook.
And I'm pretty sure that Jack Black's balls are wrecked.
Oh yeah, we laughed so hard when I was like 10 watching this. I was like, this is so funny, haha! You got hit in the balls.
Yeah, I mean he got like on a wooden post. He got pulverized.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I like the whole subplot about Seth Green and the other slow guy that they're going on. So I like Wiley and the other kid because the kid wipes out, then Wiley just skates past him really slow. And then I love at the end when they pull up at the end of the race by that truck and they both say thank you to the person that gave him a ride, like really pleasantly, like, hey, thank you. And then they try to race to the finish line. Like that's a fun little character moment that I really enjoyed.
But here's the thing, there's no rules. So they'd be, how many people did they beat?
Oh yeah, you're right. And I was also thinking about cheating, but I guess there's no rules, then Mitchell never cheats when he makes that massive jump.
Exactly. I feel like that's the only reason that line is in there to say that, well, he didn't cheat because how could he have cheated?
I mean, yeah, people are pushing each other. And that one guy, all he had to do was go in a straight line to win, but he was just such a jerk that he had to hit Mitchell.
Yeah, so here's the thing about that. I was thinking about it. That is such a cliche in sports and action movies. It's like the bad guy is too aggressive and he goes after the good guy and he fails. You know what I want to see? I want to see the good guy wail on a bad guy like that. Just like Mitchell jump off the building, slide down, and just check the bad guy into the Ohio River. It's like a culmination of his story arc. He's like, I was all chill, but now I'm aggressive.
Yeah, it's like the good guys can't be aggressive. I would have destroyed that kid.
I know. I mean, they play hockey too. Like, of course you would have checked someone.
I gotta tell you something though. That hockey game that they're playing early on is one of the most violent hockey games I've ever seen high schoolers engage in. They are destroying each other. And then Mitchell, he had almost every right to go to the cops and press charges on that big bully that trucked him, because that guy could have whiplashed him, concussion. Like, that was one of the sickest hits I've seen in a long time.
Well, wasn't he? Well, no, the brother of his sort of girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
wrecks him and
Jack.
basically knocks him out.
Yeah, Jack. No,
yeah.
Jack was 23 years old when he made this movie, and watching him, and Jack Black was 24, but he didn't look that much older. But watching Jack, the brother of Nikki, the love interest of Mitchell, who was 16 when he did the movie. So I'm watching this kid Jack, and I'm like, he's 40.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and then so I immediately went to IMDb, and he's 23. But I'm like, that guy has a square jaw, and he's already out of college. So like seeing him in this movie next to little Mitchell, it worried me a little bit.
That was the time, though. You'd be like, are you 40? You can play a 16-year-old, whatever. Like, no one cares.
Yeah, just like what? Yeah, exactly. Put like what 90210 had a bunch of what? Ian Ziering was 28 when he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 90s didn't care, did they?
No, 90s just did the 90s. I feel bad for people who don't remember it because it was such a crazy time. Because like the 90s were a lot of fun and filled with hypercolor, and then 2000s came about and it was like butt rock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Like it was like the night at the Roxbury soundtrack all the time.
I had a point about that hockey game that I think you know, and everyone from Cincinnati knows this, but Cincinnati is not a hockey town.
Yeah.
If anything, it is a baseball town because it is the home of the first professional baseball team.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So the Twins, they're wearing Cyclones jerseys, and the Cyclones are a minor league hockey team in Cincinnati. And they came to Cincinnati in 1990. So in the early 90s, like, Cincinnati was excited for a hockey team. Like, first time they got it. But like to say Cincinnati is a hockey town. No. It's like we have some interest in hockey, but we're not a hockey town.
But I guess in that area, right? I know Ohio's not Pennsylvania, but Pittsburgh Penguins, right? Like there was minor league. Like was there a lot of interest in hockey in the Midwest at the in that area or no?
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, Columbus has the Blue Jackets, but I don't remember when they started. Yeah. I do know that when the Cyclones came to Cincinnati, it was a big deal because I used to go to see them. They were super cheap, and they would have like 50-cent beer night, and like my family and all my like neighbors, we'd all go for like $2 tickets and watch hockey, and I would go watch hockey all the time. But it was never like a big thing. Like baseball was what everyone got really excited.
Go see the Reds.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense narratively to have like Mitchell move from California to play baseball. It's like, I get why they picked hockey, but it's still not a hockey town.
Yeah, how confusing would that be if he's a skater and a surfer, then he becomes a stud baseball player?
You can't do anything that impressive, right? Like,
what if he was what sports, like volleyball? He could have been good at volleyball, like diving and hitting, like, you know football. What I mean? Oh yeah, football. I guess California has a pretty big area. Maybe a tennis player could become a baseball player. I don't know, reflexes, but not a surfer, rollerblader. I guess if you went to Columbus, it would be all about Ohio State. That'd be a huge football town.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions there about the sports aspects of this.
Yeah.
Because he's a surfer. They established right away he's a surfer.
Yep. But he rollerblades to surf.
Yeah, and it's like, why not just make him a skater, period? Like, he's clearly in love with surfing, and he's like, I guess I'll skate.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
That was an afterthought.
Yeah.
And the amount of time, though, he was hitting what? Not half pipes. He was hitting, what was he hitting? I know half pipes are just one side, right? So he was hitting major jumps. So he spent a lot of time skating.
Yeah, he was a skater. And that's why that just always blew my mind. I'm like, why is he a surfer? Unless you want to do this like Buddhist Zen thing with being a surfer, so you have to be one.
Yeah, you could be a punk rollerblader, but you can't be a punk surfer unless you're in Point Break. They
don't skate in that movie, do they?
No,
I don't think they do. I wish they did, because they would have. Oh.
That's how Gary Busey gets to work. But all right, so. Also in this film, I've been reading some reviews, and I remember I listened to the How Did This Get Made podcast probably 5 years ago about this movie. I haven't listened to it since, but I was reading other reviews about it, like in celebration of it, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are calling Mitchell dumb and just stupid. But the thing is, this is a 16-year-old kid, 15, 16-year-old kid who grew up in California. His parents are very absent. They don't seem to ever be around. Then they leave him for 6 months. Send him to Cincinnati, where his aunt is obviously from Iowa. She's not from Cincinnati. But he moves everything, right, to a brand new town. He seems pretty chill about it all. And everyone's really kind of mean to him. So I know the actor Shane McDermott hadn't done much before, and he was only 16, so he just seemed like an even-keel kid, but maybe it was just his acting that people didn't like. I thought the kid was fine, but I don't mind the character because he's just a 16-year-old kid who's been transplanted across the country, but everyone kind of hated him.
So as a kid, I wanted to be Mitchell.
Yeah.
I wanted to be this chilled, relaxed, laid-back dude who was awesome at skating. But now that I'm an adult, I really want to be Wiley.
Yeah, Wiley's cool.
I think there's this plot with Wiley that doesn't get really explained very well, that he is searching for himself to figure out who he is. And he's like, I want to be a punk rocker. But he's not really a punk rocker. He's not really in the metal. And they touch on it when they do what I'm going to call iconic scene of him changing clothing.
Oh, gosh.
Because it's clear that he owns all that stuff. So he's gone through so many stages that he can just like pull out random things from his closet.
Yeah, I mean, so this scene, Mitchell's laughing for easily 1 hour, just exploding with laughter, right? Because he does about 10 different outfit changes, which probably takes, 3-4 minutes of change?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good scene. That was one of my favorite scenes as a kid. We would laugh and laugh and laugh at all the dumb stuff he would put on. It's like he's a b-boy. He has like spiky hair. He's a poet, whatever. And I was like, this is I want this right now. I want this in my house. Let's go dress up and figure this out. And it's usually like the other way around. You usually would show that as like a female lead doing that.
Oh yeah, you're right. And I just think it's interesting that Mitchell hung out for an hour and just laughed with his buddy. Right? Him and Wiley just hung out. And I like when that scene where that the girl's like, hey, do you want to hang out Friday? He's like, oh, well, I'm hanging out with Wiley. So there was never that scene where he becomes too cool for Wiley in this movie. I mean, it happens so fast. But there's a lot of the normal, like there's the super violent bullies. There's all that stuff. But a lot of the normal tropes aren't here for this movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there was never a point in which Wiley and Mitchell get in a fight, which would be like the beginning of the third act.
Yeah.
Or like midway through the second act.
I guess they get into it a little bit when... Well, all right, so you're Mitchell, right? You've been in Ohio, and everyone's just been terrible to you, right? And then you're out on a date. This horrible 30-year-old man bully from another school shows up and just starts like ripping your girl away from you, doing all this, and you're a pacifist. And I love how Wiley stepped up and got smushed. But all this happens, and then this guy shows up and like tells your date to get away, and you're just in this town going, man, this is terrible. Like, I'm a 16-year-old kid, so when he reacts saying I just have 3 months left, up y'all, like, screw y'all, it felt not too bad to me. It seemed like something a 16-year-old kid would say, right?
It felt natural because, let's be honest, he only had 3 months left. Like, he was gonna go back to California and keep up a relationship with Nikki. Like, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. And like, so I don't know. I watching this movie when you're supposed to think that this kid's being terrible. I'm like, well, that makes sense to me. Because are we supposed to believe he stays in Cincinnati? Because his parents obviously aren't close with him. His parents have zero warmth towards him, right?
I don't think he stays. I think he leaves.
Really?
Like, yeah, he's gone. He's like, I'm going back to California where I can surf. Like, I can't surf on the Ohio River, so I'm gone.
Oh, even with his new crew, you think he still leaves?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so how many people live in Cincinnati?
Oh, it's a mid-sized city. I bet there's like 1 million people in the greater area. Because that includes like Northern Kentucky.
This high school he goes to looks like it has about 18 people in it.
They can't afford any more.
Yeah, extras are expensive, right?
Yeah. That is a real high school in the Cincinnati area.
Oh, cool.
So they did film it at a real high school. I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head.
I will say the extras were super authentic. You get a vibe for the kids of Cincinnati in this movie, just watching the background extras.
Yeah, like what else are you going to do? Especially at that time, it's like, I'll go stand around and watch some people skate. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they were really into it. You could tell.
Again, just having people interested in your city and in Cincinnati was such a big thing at the time. Like, everyone was excited about it. It's like again, like, this is the first step in being famous, right?
Yeah.
Cincinnati's going to be famous. And then, and then it's still Cincinnati.
Sorry, I kind of killed what you were saying earlier, but I definitely like what you said about Wiley. I never really thought about that with that kid. He was just kind of, if you think about it, in Can't Hardly Wait, he was the same character too, trying to be something else.
Yeah.
He was just an older version of Wiley.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I always think about Wiley, is that he was looking up to Mitchell because Mitchell knew who he was. And he was trying to figure out who he was and couldn't put it together. He was like pretending to be a cool guy when no one knew who he was in school, even though they'd probably been to school with him since he was in first grade.
I did like the little moment with Gloria, and I think that speaks to what Alana Olbach is, her as an actress. So Wiley goes on a double date with Gloria. He sticks up for her and gets trucked by the 30-year-old angry guy from the other school. But when he ends up later on at a hockey game, she does that fun smile at him.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah. She like leans forward, like wink.
Yeah, and then he was shocked and he just fell on his butt.
Seth Green's good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
The kid was saying, I read, so how did this get made? That guy, Blake J. Harris, he does interviews with the people, and he interviewed the actor on this, and he just said that Seth Green was awesome to him, and Seth Green let him crash at his house in L.A. after the movie, and he just said Seth Green's like the coolest dude to be around. So I thought that was pretty neat to hear.
I completely get that. You can look at him and know he's a cool dude to hang out with.
Yeah, just super chill.
Yeah.
I love seeing Jack Black, though, because Jack Black in the 90s, like Cable Guy, Waterworld, Biodome, he popped up in a lot of movies in the 90s in tiny roles.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he was famous. It was like you were like, I think he looks familiar. Oh, wait, no, he's famous.
Yeah. But he put the time in.
Yeah. I thought he was actually younger than 24 in this film. I thought he was like 18 or 19.
I think High Fidelity probably did it for him, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's his big standout.
Just because John Q. Yeah. Oh man, I like that. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I wonder if it holds up, because I was like an emotional kid when I watched it, but now I'm an adult. I wonder how High Fidelity holds up for me.
I bet it holds up. I've definitely seen it as an adult, and I've enjoyed it, so
Okay.
I think it holds up.
I own it. I just need to watch it. Now, I have a question about Aunt Irene, Edie McClurg. You would recognize her face, but where is she from? That's not a Cincinnati accent.
I'm glad you touched on this. So if you're from Cincinnati, you're more likely to have a little bit of a southern drawl. And then I read about Cincinnati accents, and this like report said it's closer to actually to a New York accent, but not quite. But that woman, I think, is from Minnesota.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely think she has a Minnesota accent.
So she moved there from Minnesota.
I really hope they're not trying to say that everyone in Cincinnati has a Minnesotan accent, because they definitely do not. The other option is this movie was filmed for a city in like Minnesota or Wisconsin, and they're like, I guess I'll move it to Cincinnati because they can give us a tax break.
Yeah.
And just kept everything the same except for Cincinnati.
Because I kept hearing her, and then she was talking about making cream corn dinner, and I'm like, is this insulting, or is she?
It's insulting. As a Cincinnati person, I find it insulting. I'm like, no one knows about my city or my culture, so like anything that people are gonna latch onto are gonna think it's true. So like, there are people out there who are like, yeah, people in Cincinnati love cream corn.
Yeah, someone wrote that. Yeah, just do it. No,
Yeah.
do you know the guy who came up with this story is like a super producer who's won Oscars for like Mel Gibson movies. He did We Were Soldiers, Passion of the Christ, Payback, and Braveheart. He's the one that came up with the story.
Really?
And then Bill Aplaza, who's only basically written that, wrote the script. But this was the story by a super producer.
This kind of feels like a money grab movie. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for
They're
sure.
like, yeah. Kids love skating, so we'll make a skating movie. But then, like, immediately after this came out, skating disappeared and dried up.
And what I love too is the crew, right? So Darren Okada, the cinematographer, he went on to do Halloween H2O, Lake Placid, Stick It, Harold and Kumar, almost every episode, like tons of Castle episodes because Rob Bowman went there, American Reunion. So that DP, this is one of his first movies, and he's been working steady. John Meyer did the production design. I don't know if you read this. He won Oscars for Memoirs of a Geisha, Chicago. He's also done Mary Poppins Returns, and all the new Disney live-action remakes. He also did Wanted, 9, Rob Marshall movie, Days of Future Past, Ali. He did Elizabeth with Cate Blanchett. So, and get this, the the costumer, Abigail Murray, she's from Pennsylvania. I think she kind of stays in that area. But she also did Tremors, which wasn't in the area. But she did Warrior, which was around there, Next 3 Days. She also did Scream 3. But these people, and then the director, Rob Bowman, went to do Rain. You sent me a funny message. This dude did what? Rain of Fire? And we did that podcast. You should listen to it. But he did Rain of Fire, Elektra. He started Castle, so he's set for life. So the crew went on huge things in this movie.
Yeah, so what you're saying is everything good can be traced back to Airborne?
Yes. All right, but you watch this movie, though, and you do see a certain authenticity to the wardrobe.
Yeah. I read an article. I read several articles from skate blogs who said that, too. That's like, one of them said, like, we don't know if they were just really had their finger on the pulse or if they got lucky, but this captures what 90s skating looked like.
I wonder if they just brought out extras and told them to dress in the way that they would. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I bet they did. I mean, they also had Team Rollerblade there who was probably helping them wear what you would wear skating normally, and that's what they did.
And they had Chris Edwards as the stunt guy. He was huge in skating.
Yeah.
So they probably. But I mean, this movie the outfits look authentic. A lot of movies you watch that does, like nowadays especially, none of it feel authentic. But this movie felt that, and it captured that. So you could tell that there was talent behind the scenes. And also with the production design, you're looking at the bedroom of Seth Green, right? I mean, that was a really well decorated room. So you could tell these people knew what they were doing.
Yeah, it's everything about this movie is great, except the script is a little weak. And that's even like, but you're watching this movie for the skating. Let's be honest.
They had to pad this running time out to 90 minutes. I mean,
yes.
I'm watching this movie, and so there are montages that are minutes long. There's a scene where he's remembering scenes from the beginning of the movie. Then there's another scene where he's remembering scenes from a little bit earlier in the movie. There's another montage where he's skating. There's, I wrote this in the note, there are a lot of different things that pad the time. And like, there's a montage of him being pranked, where he's going to the bathroom, they get all the toilet paper wet, and he's walking around. That's a gross shot, by the way. There's a lot of montages in this movie that they had to pad. Did you notice that?
I did, and I was thinking about it too, and I was like, well, I could sit through this. It's only 90 minutes.
Yeah. This movie would be, what do you think, 70 without all that?
Yeah, it would be like the length of a TV movie, like an hour to 70 minutes, really. The story beats are fast.
And I gotta say, that hockey scene, I have never seen people laugh more about seeing a butt in my life. So they're playing this hockey game, and Mitchell got beat up by the big 30-year-old bully, the jock bully from the prep bully. And he doesn't want to fight him because he would get his head destroyed because the other guy's 30. So during a street hockey game, he runs up and he pulls the guy's pants down. And there's butt in a PG movie. And everybody just starts laughing. Jack Black goes, "It's so funny!" And somebody goes, "We saw a butt!" I mean, people are, "That's the greatest thing I've ever seen! Funny!" Someone just yells funny in it. They laugh at this guy for probably 2 minutes.
I'm laughing because I'm laughing at the concept of someone writing that and think it's funny, not because I think it's funny.
I guess we weren't 16 at the time seeing that, but they literally yell, "That was so funny!" And someone like butt and funny, and we saw a butt. I mean, it's the biggest, it's the great. And someone goes, "That was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life." Remember when they go to get Mitchell for the big race, and they're like, "That was the greatest thing that's ever happened in this city's history."
Oh yeah, you make it on the team because you pantsed someone.
20 years later, I guarantee that people at like a high school reunion, they're going to be talking about that. Jack Black's character is just going to be, "Do you remember that time we saw that butt?"
Yeah, Jack, we do. Okay, we talk about it every Friday.
Yeah, Jack. I know this is our 20th reunion, but we do this every week because we meet at the same place. Hey, so how about this? Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk more Airborne. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks, and I gotta tell you, we watched that scene during the break, and you fell out of your chair laughing so hard. You were slapping your knee so hard that your knee came up and hit you in the head.
Yeah, brah, totally.
You were like, "Look at that, it's a butt." Whatever. I guess that's what teenagers, but I think you're right, because some guy wrote that. A grown man wrote that.
Yeah. So as a little kid, as like a 10 or 11-year-old, after seeing this movie, I did it to my neighbor's little brother. I was like, this movie directly led to me fancying someone, so...
The 90s were never the same again.
No, never, not for me. I was like, they were like, "You're going to be a comedy genius," and that didn't work out. I have some things I want to talk about related to Cincinnati, because I feel like it's very rare that I get to talk about my city.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so the first thing is they go to this nice restaurant called Pompilio's. Mm-hmm. I have been there multiple times, And my parents took my partner there when they first met her. It was like the fancy restaurant we were all going to go to. And then they're like, here's like the one Cincinnati restaurant, Pampulio's. It's pretty awesome, actually, but it's not like I don't think of it as like fine dining in the city. It's just like a red sauce restaurant. So I was feeling really nostalgic when I saw that. And then the second one is, did you catch the PB&J burger?
No, I didn't see it. So
there's a scene where they're like, the camera's focused on this hamburger and the guy has peanut butter and jelly on it, and they film up to see the four of them at a booth talking. It's right before Mitchell's like, oh, they have 3 months left. Here's the thing about that. Cincinnati is known for chili. So, like, the idea that you go to Cincinnati and you do not show what a 3-way or a 4-way or a 5-way is absurd. It's like going to Philadelphia and not showing a cheesesteak.
So what's a 3-way? What's a 4-way? What's a 5-way?
Yeah, so Cincinnati chili, it's super thin chili made with all meat, ladled over spaghetti. So that's like the base. And a 3-way would be that with chili or with cheese, cheddar cheese, like a big mound of it. And then if you want to add other things, it's raw onions, beans, like the kidney beans, the red ones. Oh my God, what is the 5-way? What's going all the way? I'm forgetting. I think
tomatoes?
That's it.
Tomatoes?
No, a 5-way is all of that. So it's, spaghetti, chili, cheese, beans, onions. Yeah, and that's huge. That's like what Cincinnati is known for. By the way, it was once described as the worst regional dish in America. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have my parents send me spice packages in the mail every so often so I can make it in New York.
Nice.
Yeah. But I just thought that was crazy. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, you know what? It probably doesn't film very well. This like brown slop over noodles with cheese and just like flinging it everywhere.
Yeah, that one. And then slurping and all that kind of stuff. Are there peanut butter and jelly burgers in Cincinnati?
So I've heard mixed things about this. I've definitely heard of a PB&J burger. I do not know of one in Cincinnati. It might exist, but I've never had one. I know when we were in Tallahassee, there was that restaurant called Monk's who put peanut butter on the burger.
Yeah.
And I never had that. I was like, I can't put peanut butter on like a big thing of meat. I'm just not going to do it.
I like it. Extra protein.
And there's another point I want to make. So we're at the conservatory. That is a real place. It's awesome. I have taken so many dates there. And let me tell you, it works every time.
Yeah, it's a nice place, right?
Yeah. But that's not what I was going to say. What I was thinking is that was actually kind of a terrible date. They show up and they're like, look at these really nice flowers. We're like guessing. And then he puts his skates on and just like skates around and leaves her standing there and gets them kicked out.
Yeah, he leaves her behind and she has to chase him. She's like, wait up.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why does she like this? Like he's so spontaneous. He gets me kicked out of a place we paid to get into.
Yeah. And I don't even get to hang out with him because he's having fun and I have to chase him.
Yes.
So that's one of those, oh, he's just so rakish, or he's so, yeah, you're right, he's so spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean, he's not rakish. Like he's
rakish, yeah.
He's just like the dude. He's like, yeah, man, I'm totally chill. Nothing bothers me.
Yeah, you're right.
I would feel like we would be remiss if we didn't talk about this. So Devil's Backbone.
Yeah.
Devil's Backbone is not a real hill.
Oh, no.
It is a series of hills and locations that are in Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. So it's all over the place. And if you're watching this film and you understand the locations, and you recognize them, they are jumping from Cincinnati to Cincinnati, Kentucky, going back and forth over the Ohio River. And that led me thinking, how would they do this in a race?
Ooh.
And I want to propose a question to you.
Yeah.
Do you think these skaters were jumpers?
Yes, 100%.
I do too. I was like, there's the only way. They're like haven't quite got their ability yet, so like they're still testing it, but they have to jump to different parts of the city.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. Just popping all over the place. And then how would Mitchell? Mitchell's a really good jumper though. I guess he just follows their jump tear.
They have to, yeah. That's always the thing that people talk about. They're like, where's Devil's Backbone? It's like Devil's Backbone, as the movie shows it, does not exist.
Two different states.
However, there is a flat road in Cincinnati that is called Devil's Backbone.
Oh, so they took a road and then said the whole thing?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very short road, and don't think I've ever been on it. But also, like, I feel like any mid-sized city is going to have a location called Devil's Backbone. It's just like, it's the definition of just like a crooked hill or mountain or something.
You know what could have been a crazy Devil's Backbone in Tallahassee is High Street.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Imagine racing down that thing.
Oh, God. I rode my bike around that thing one time. It's scary.
Yeah, you better have good brakes. Yeah, so I mean, did people complain about that in Cincy, or did they just kind of get that?
They just kind of went with it. There is a Reddit thread that finds all the spots of where they located in Cincinnati that I was trying to track, and that was pretty cool. But the thing about Cincinnati is just like it's super, super hilly.
Yeah.
So we can let that slide, right? It's like we get it. You're just trying to interpret that it's a very hilly city, and here are the locations that you can get permission to skate on. Also, again, it's an awesome skate scene, so we'll let that slide again.
Yeah. I mean, I love that scene. And I gotta say, Snake is a badass, dude.
Absolutely, yes. But his like joining the group makes no sense. He's like, I'm gonna stab people. By the way, can I play hockey with you after school?
Yeah. He goes, I'm gonna eat. He's like, Snake eats his young, and then he talks about stabbing because he has knives. I wrote a thing down here. What does he say about his knives? I collect knives and I cut holes in people. Also, someone calls Mitchell horse poo in a Fruity Two Shoe, and someone says pretty boy and go drink Drano with fruit punch. There's some weird 90s insults. Also, yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear all the things they were calling each other, like brosif, my man, bra, brophy?
Yep.
They said one that I don't actually want to say because it's a slang for Vietnamese person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the very beginning, and I was like, did they really say that? And I looked it up, and I was like, is this a slang term? And I could not find it. And I was like, maybe this just got slipped in by accident.
It was an improv, and someone called someone else a piece of underwear.
This was written by a 50-year-old guy who was like, yeah, this is how the kids talk today.
I don't want to know more about it, but I want to know more about the aunt and uncle who are feeling frisky and playing Twister together.
That's a really weird scene. Or really real dialogue, because we're going to play Twister. I was like, I don't think you can play Twister, Aunt or Irene.
No wonder Wiley's in the basement all the time.
Oh, God. That would be even worse, because, the basement would be shaking.
Also, Vargas, man, that kid, I like the scene where they smash they're near the finish line, these two guys smash Snake in the parking garage. He's like, I'll bust you. And then he gets past him, and they're like, he's so fast.
Yeah, I mean he's amazing in this movie. He wins the race. Sure the good guys win, but he's the first person to cross the finish line. No one's gonna screw with him.
Well, against two people. It was 2-on-1, and he beat them.
Yeah, we used to play Airborne as a little kid and do races, and everyone always wanted to be Snake.
Oh,
Snake
really?
was everyone's we don't want to be Snake wins. Of course you want to be Snake. Also, he's the most badass person here.
Oh, that's cool. I like that guy. Also, he's in the movie Devil that everyone hates his character, but I love that character. I think he's the hero of the movie in Devil, and everyone gives him crap, but he's right about everything. Don't get me started. I actually like that movie a lot.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know yet.
So, all right, I'm just gonna. If you don't like the movie Devil, it's a super earnest thing. It was the story idea by M. Night Shyamalan. He wanted to do the Night Chronicles trilogy, but it was after all of his big duds, and so everyone was super down on Shyamalan. But it was directed by these guys, the Dowdles, who did As Above, So Below, the Poughkeepsie tapes. They also did the recent Waco. They're solid directors. And the opening shot, I had to show it to my students because it's super simple, but it's just Philadelphia upside down. And it's just this roving camera that's upside down. It goes into a building, so it automatically establishes that something's off. And it just looks really great. So I think it's better than what people thought. They just saw M. Night's name attached to it, and they hated on it.
Is that the one with the elevator?
Yeah, I mean, it has a good cast. Logan Marshall Green's in it. Bokeem Woodbine, good solid actors, and it's only 90 minutes, and it's pretty polished. It's just really earnest is the thing. It's super earnest. So I think people were kind of jaded by that time by his stuff. But that's you know what? If I'd have told you a year ago that I would have gone on a devil rant during an Airborne podcast, I would have said you're crazy.
But you're not.
Yep. Hey, that felt good, man. That felt good. Thanks for letting me do that.
No problem. I'll put that on my list of movies to watch. It's already on there. I was like trying to reevaluate M. Night Shyamalan's movies because I really dug Split.
Yep.
But then I saw the new one and I was like, man, you're back on your bullshit.
Oh, dude, I love Glass, man. Oh,
Really?
dude. Yeah.
Man.
I think Glass and Triple Frontier are my favorite movies of 2019 so far. There's a lot more I need to see, but they're my favorite.
I'm halfway through Triple Frontier. I haven't finished it yet.
I just like that it's different than what people like. It's not a rah action film, and I think a lot of people maybe expected that. I don't know. But hey, anything else you want to say about this movie before we move on to our skate crew?
Let me real quick jump through all my notes I have.
Okay.
We talked about how basically this was like a commercial for the X Games.
Yeah.
By the way, I love the X Games growing up, and I always wanted to be in them, and I can't do anything. Can't skate or anything.
I would play Tony Hawk that game, and that was enough for me.
Yeah. No, you know what? We covered everything I wanted to talk about.
Well, we're gonna have some fun here, right? So we each picked 7 rollerbladers or skaters, right?
Yes.
Or rollerbladers, or roller skaters, and we picked 7 each, and we're going to narrow it down to 6. And we're going to form the perfect hockey team, street hockey team. How's that sound?
Yes. I'm going to be honest with you. I stretched the definition a little bit here.
oh, so did I. I have a very weird one, but I think you're going to like some of these picks. Do you mind if I jump off?
Yeah, do it.
All right. So I got Crawl from Son-in-Law.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
So the reason being is in the beginning, he's skating in California. You can tell he can rollerblade. But when he gets to the farm, he straps a easily 40-pound bag of feed to his back, and he speeds down a hill to drop the feed off in troughs for cows. That is impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ability right there. So I had to add Crawl from Son-in-Law, played by Pauly Shore.
So I have a tradition every year at Thanksgiving. I watch that movie.
Oh, nice.
I love that movie. And he's surprisingly jacked in it. Like, you're like, Pauly Shore has abs?
Well, I mean, we just did, what movie did we do? We did a Pauly Shore movie. We did Encino Man, and so I'm trying to cover all the rest if you ever want to do Son-in-Law with me.
I would love to do Son-in-Law. I remember, so every year I host Friendsgiving with my friend also named David, and that's like part of it. It's like we put Son-in-Law on while we're like making everything and make everyone watch it.
So we got to get through Ravenous, and then we have another movie we got to get through. There's 2 movies.
Yeah, definitely Ravenous. We were thinking about doing a shark movie or an orchid movie. I don't know if we.
Oh yeah. No, but we had another one that I was really excited about. It was Ravenous and then something else. Oh man, you wrote it on
No Escape.
You wrote it on you wrote it on MFF Facebook one time. You're like, these 2 movies are also underrated. And I was like,
you know what? We'll go back.
Yeah, but we're definitely doing Ravenous because I think there's a big audience out there for Ravenous.
Yeah, that soundtrack. Oh man, I learned so much about that soundtrack this week. I started reading about it already.
Oh, nice. All right, so yeah, we got. I'll look up the movie when we're done here. So I got Crawl from Son-in-Law. Who's your first pick?
My number 1 overall draft for our street hockey team is Kane Wise from Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, I picked him too.
I knew you would. I was worried you going first. You would steal my draft.
Oh man, he's an intergalactic rollerblader, dude. I love it.
Yeah, I love that movie. And I don't care what anyone says. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, I love it. So I remember I wrote one time about Jupiter Ascending. Here, let me pull this up real quick. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the Wi-Fi. But I just want to read what happens in the 2 hours. Let me find the search. So I wrote what happens in the 2.5 hour movie. I just got to read this real quick. I wrote this on Movies, Films, and Flicks. Let's see. Here we go. So, all right, this movie... Where's it at? Okay, where's it at? Where did I write? Okay. In the 2-hour film, we get 8 air battles, 1 wedding, 3 rescues, 80 outfit changes, egg selling, lizard henchmen, TV purchases, 3 dinners, bureaucracy, bounty hunters, double crosses, imprisonment, space orgies, bee attacks, toilet cleaning, almost space death, roller skating, expository dialogue times 1,000, wing growth, and a whole lot more. Just in 2 hours.
I love that movie.
I love Jupiter
so
Ascending, dude. I love it. I think it's great. I love Eddie Redmayne. I think the Wachowskis just had fun dressing Mila Kunis up. Like they just put her in every type of outfit. They had a weird bureaucracy scene with Terry Gilliam. Man.
Yeah. The thing about the Wachowskis is that you never know what you're going to get, which makes me excited to see their movies. It's like they're going to do something wacky, and you know they are, and just go in and accept it.
I like that Speed Racer's starting to get a critical reevaluation, just about how amazing looking it is.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous film. Speed Racer really wasn't my thing growing up, so it kind of missed me, but I do think it looks really good.
All right, so for my next one, this is going to be random, but I got Goldmember from Austin Powers Goldmember.
He skates? I didn't know that.
Remember when he skates around doing all this crazy skating, but then he gets on the ground and he picks his legs up over his head when he has his skates on? So he's very flexible. He can skate. I think he could be pretty wily on a hockey rink. I think playing, he would have some tricks. He'd be like the Bill Murray of street hockey. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, he could also bank the team.
Yeah. He'd be the owner?
Well, he would pay for the equipment. Hockey's not cheap.
And the outfits.
Yeah. All gold. Jumping track suits.
Oh, man. All right, so you know what? I'll take him out and he can be the owner. How's that sound?
Okay. Oh, that sounds great.
All right. I'll put him. I'll write owner next to him. Who's your next pick?
My number 2, and this is a deep cut, is Charlie Chaplin from Modern Times.
Oh man,
he skates blindfolded.
I almost put him in there.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I bet we both did a search for skating scenes. There's a surprising lack of skating scenes.
Oh yeah, there really is. But he's legit, man. He was an athlete.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he looked really good doing it, and he could do all these physical stunts that you probably couldn't get away with doing today.
Yeah. No, I mean, he'd be another wily guy out there. He'd be like going through the course, and the thing would just disappear. Then he would be over there.
Hey guys, but he couldn't call out plays.
The entire screen would cut to black, then a dialogue thing would pop up, and he'd be past you. All right, so where we're going right now, I kind of feel like we need some muscle. So I included the Leprechaun from Leprechaun.
That was my number 7 pick. Totally in. He's in.
Because he's the muscle. So right now we got Kane from Jupiter Ascender. He's like our Mario Lemieux, right? He's our Sidney Crosby, right? And then we have Crawl, who's like maybe like a Trevor Linden. He's more of like a forward, not the muscle, not too flashy, right? Then we have Charlie Chaplin, who's the wily veteran, if we keep him. But Leprechaun's muscle.
Yeah, definitely. He's fast and can do all those crazy things.
And he went through a sign and left a leprechaun form in it. So that we had to do that.
Yeah, that one 100% in.
All right.
I have a weird one. I don't know if this would be good for a team, but I think it's really funny. Thing from Addams Family. He has a rollerblade and he spins it around and in the beginning of the second one.
Yeah. I mean, he's good.
Yeah, I don't know if he can hit the puck, though, or hold the puck. That's the problem. I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
He could do it. He would just have a little puck between 2 fingers.
Just art on the top of the skate.
So it would be... So his pinky and thumb would be pushing him, and then his front fingers would be with the hockey. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, he might get cut.
I kind of have what is like this is a super ringer, but I got Alita from Alita Battle Angel.
I also have Alita at number 4, so definitely add Alita.
I mean, no one's gonna beat our team now.
So my favorite part about Alita, and I hope you caught this when you saw that movie, if you saw that movie.
Yeah, of course. I love that movie.
At the end of it, they're that's this big roller fighting scene, and someone goes, "It must be No Rules Tuesday." And so that's a real line of dialogue in the movie. And everyone I was with blew up when they said that. And for like a week later, we were saying that. We're like, something would go wrong. I guess it's No Rules Tuesday.
Oh, I love it. I had fun with that movie. I just felt like it probably could have been 20 minutes shorter.
Yes. I did have a lot of good fun with that too.
Someone said what are those fried ham things that Monte Cristo? They said, hey, you have a great sandwich. Hey, let's fry it. Hey, let's put powdered sugar on it. Hey, let's put strawberry jam on it. It was just one of those.
Yeah, I was like, you could have about 3/4 of this would have been great.
Yeah, all right, who you got next?
Okay, so I'm gonna pick Jackie Chan as the character Martin from the movie Chinese Zodiac.
Oh.
And I know that is a movie that you're probably not familiar with, or much of your audience aren't familiar with, but I'm picking him because there's this crazy scene where he has a bunch of wheels strapped to him, and he's going down hills fighting people. Like, he has like wheels on his chest and wheels on his arms, and like wheels on his back, and he's just doing wacky things. And I was like, you know what? Jackie Chan can 100% skate. Put him in.
Oh, I love it. He'd be tough too. He wouldn't take injuries too bad, and he could be our fighter.
Yep.
Oh man, he'd be definitely pulling people's hockey jerseys over their heads. That's a total Jackie Chan move. So my next one, this is weird, but it's Bloody Holly, Zoe Bell from Whip It.
Oh, okay.
Because she's like a badass stunt person, like stuntman, stunt woman, stunt person. She's just awesome, and I mean, she proved her mettle in Death Proof. Crazy stunt woman. She was awesome in Whip It, just trucking people. So put a I don't know, stick in her hands. I think she'd be crushing people. I mean, you need stunt people.
Yeah, I like that choice. That's also one of the most well-known rollerblading movies.
Yeah. The what is it? What's the sport they're doing? It's roller derby.
Yeah, roller derby. I used to watch roller derby on TNT.
Oh yeah.
So much fun. It was like a combination of wrestling and roller derby.
I love that stuff. I think, and then there's that. Oh no, that's the wrestling show Glow. I almost said that. All right, who's your next?
All right, so this is a wacky one. Serial from Hackers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get around the city on rollerblades, and I was like, I can't not put someone from Hackers in this list because I love Hackers.
And Serial's Lillard, right?
Yeah, that ties back to 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, we're keeping him. I love that guy. I made a case for him in our hacker spot about how he doesn't have a house. He's just, I don't know. He has a tragic backstory, but he makes it work. I really like that guy, and he's big too, Lillard. So yeah. All right, so I got Dante from Clerks.
That's right. That's a really good one.
Because they play the rooftop hockey, and he's a pretty solid dude. I think he'd be pretty tough in there, and he would always show up. I mean, he proved that even when he works, he'll play on the roof. So he's committed.
And here's the thing: we have no one who actually knows the rules of hockey.
He's a hockey guy.
Yeah.
We have no. Yeah, you're right. We have no hockey players in here. All right. Yeah. All right. Smart. Cool. I love it.
So I picked number 7 was a similar one. We did Leprechaun together.
Oh, okay.
But I made some honorable mentions just in case a situation like this came up.
Who you got?
Anyone from Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah.
We could just pick anyone. Doesn't matter. Just pick someone Mighty Ducks member.
Who's the knuckle pucker?
That is the guy on SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just put him in. Keenan. Yeah. But I think you're going to hear this next one because I think it's more up your alley. The criminals from Batman 2.
Oh.
Because they're rolling, skating around in winter.
Yep. I mean, they're good too, those clowns.
They are, yeah.
And the goons from Batman and Robin. They're ice skaters.
Yeah, that's right. So, we have some hard choices to make.
Oh, I have one more.
Okay,
And that's Johnny Knoxville from Jackass because he had those rocket skates.
That's a good one. Oh, my gosh.
So, I love me some Johnny Knoxville. So we have a massive list right here. Let me take out gold member. So right now we have to add we have to pick 6. Alita, Kane, Crawl, Johnny Knoxville, Dante, Bloody Holly, Leprechaun, Charlie Chaplin, Thing, Jackie Chan, Serial, Mighty Ducks, and Henchman.
Okay, so let's think about this in terms of the perfect Hollywood hockey team.
Yeah.
So you need like the smart person, the brawn, the tricky person.
Yeah. The really talented one who just doesn't really care, who's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
This
So
is tough.
I think it is. I think our shoe-ins here, I think the people that we definitely want to put on this team, or at least one of them, is Alita. Like, she is probably the muscle.
Oh yeah, all right, I'm down for that. I think I could take out a few of these. I could get rid of Johnny Knoxville. We got to get rid of, right? He's great, but
Yeah, I understand that one.
all right, so we'll get rid of him. Goldmember's our coach, so I'm totally fine with that. Dante's the only. I mean, would Dante fit in this movie?
If he's the person, he's like the manager player, he would.
Oh.
He's like, no one knows how to play this game except me, so I'm going to teach you how to play. So, like, he gets Goldmember to back his team, and he puts this ragtag team together of, like, people who don't know how to play hockey, but they're going to come together and learn and then beat the world's best. They're going to beat Russia.
So it's like semi-pro, but with Dante from Clerks.
Yes.
I love it. And so I also I just like Matthew Lillard from Hackers, and they skate everywhere. So can we keep him?
Yeah, put him in.
All right, sweet. So we have 3 out of our 6. Is Leprechaun a gimme?
I feel like Leprechaun's a gimme.
Because we just have to see that, right?
He's the trickster.
So we have Alita, Leprechaun, Dante, and Serial from Hackers.
This is a crazy team. It just might work.
Oh wait, we need a goal. We need a goalie.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right. So, all right, are any of these people goalies? Not the Thing. I think we could cut the Thing.
All right, Thing is gone. I mean, could Leprechaun be the goalie? He wouldn't be good in goal.
No, I mean typically, I thought your goalie was your most athletic person.
Oh goodness, I think Chaplin would be a good goalie. Or Jackie Chan, one of those guys.
Jackie Chan would be the best goalie. Yeah.
I mean, he is so fat. He would catch things and wouldn't even know he caught them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we have Alita, we have Dante, we have Leprechaun, Jackie Chan, and Serial Martin, and Serial from Hackers. So we have Kane from Jupiter Ascending, Crawl from Son-in-Law, Bloody Holly, Zoe Bell, Charlie Chaplin, Modern Times, Keenan from Mighty Ducks, and then Henchman from all the other movies. Coach, and then funded by Goldmember.
Okay, so I know this isn't the optimal play, but I love Son-in-Law so much, I want to throw his name in.
Oh, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
I'll put him in. We have Alita. We don't need Kane.
Exactly.
Like, there's no need to have... If we had... Like, Alita is going to steamroll everybody by herself. No goal is going to get past Jackie Chan. You know, a lot of hockey players nowadays are 6'6", 6'7", and then we have the huge Matthew Lillard out there, right? As the muscle. Yeah. Dante is the crafty veteran. He's like the, Paul Newman from Slapshot. You know, he's the aging player. And then we have Crawl, who's kind of like the surprisingly athletic forward that is that works really well with Alita.
Yeah. I mean, this team is unstoppable.
They're not losing.
No, I mean, they have to lose once, okay?
Yeah.
But that's before they get their shit together and then win.
Teams would be so frightened to play them.
This is a terrifying team, honestly. This is really scary. Like, the least scary person is Kroll, and you're like, this guy's already kind of weird. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's like he's just like the guy that's good at hockey but super chill. He probably could be better, but he's happy where he's at. And Dante is better than he had any right to be, but he's not going to get any better. So he's mad at Kroll.
Yeah. But we only need Alita again. Like, it's just like, put her out there with 6 other people. She's going to win.
I picture Kroll on the ice just kind of looking at his nails while Alita just skates past everybody.
Could you imagine, like, with him getting the puck? Here comes the weasel.
And then we just have the Leprechaun as the muscle. So no one could knock Alita. Let's say someone gets a 1 in a million chance and knocks Alita down. You know what Leprechaun is going to do to that person? Alita could easily destroy him, but you don't want her in the penalty box. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then
I'm excited about this team. We did a really good job.
I'm going to put this up on Facebook as soon as we're done, and just to give a nice preview for the episode. Oh no, I don't want to because the people won't listen. I'll do it after the podcast comes out. Just to do that. But this was fun, man. Thanks for Eight-Legged Freaks is the movie we talked about, and I really want to do that.
Oh God, I love eight-legged freaks.
So we got Eight-Legged Freaks, Ravenous, and Son-in-Law. How's that sound? And it could change. We're not locked in stone, but I think those are three pretty good movies to talk about.
Yeah, those are all really, really good, and I think they all hit my perfect horror tinge. Like I typically do horror movies.
Yeah, so I mean, Ravenous. I think Ravenous is going to be a big one because you talk to people and they're like, Ravenous. It's like a club.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those movies that was like underground, but if you are into horror, you know what this movie is.
And the backstory behind it, the production behind it, there's so much juicy tidbits to talk about too.
Yeah, zany, absolutely insane. It's amazing that movie got made.
And also, David Arquette is in Ravenous and Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah, he's a huge horror buff.
Oh, no, and he loves wrestling too. I'm telling you, dude, he's underrated in the Scream franchise.
Yeah, I read a piece about them trying to do Scream 5, but they're like, we don't know if it'll ever get up and running.
You know he also pops up in Bone Tomahawk?
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen Bone Tomahawk?
No, I know about it, but I haven't watched it.
So we're doing a pod next week. This award-winning director, his name's Zach Beckler. He did a thing called Interior. It's on Amazon Prime. Won a bunch of awards. We're gonna do the 5 best horror films of the last 5 years, and I'm including Bone Tomahawk on that. And David Arquette pops up.
That's amazing.
It's on Amazon Prime, I think, but it's by the guy Craig S. Zoller who did Drag Across Concrete and Brawl in Cell Block 99. It's brutal. It's awesome. Patrick Wilson's in it. Kurt Russell's in it. Richard Jenkins in it.
I think I know what I'm going to do tonight then.
But yeah, man, hey, Airborne, this was awesome, dude. Thanks for recommending this. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, cool. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for David Cross, this is Movie Sons and Flicks. We'll see you next week.